Carrie, welcome. Good morning. Glad I made it here. It was a little slower this morning getting up. Wrong side. If the gloves seem too prohibitive, I'll take them off, but I'm getting lots of splinters, more than I usually get. And you know, that makes your hands sore. So, yes ma'am. Carrie asks, using gloves today? Yes ma'am, I am, because I've been getting lots of the deep splinters off of this. Got some sharp edges on it. Real fine grain too. So, it's putting a hurting on me a little bit. Sorry about the feedback. Woodshed by Dan, welcome. Both members, Carrie and Woodshed by Dan. Appreciate my members. Oh, Carrie, I listened to that that version of Hallelujah that you suggested. It was very good. It was giving Scott Weiland, Lane Staley with a touch of Chris Stapleton kind of vibes to me. Definitely a classic song too, Hallelujah. Leonard Cohen song, I knew right away. Probably wouldn't hurt to sharpen today, to be honest with y'all. Kevin Ellis, 4413 Woodworks, said, hello, good people. Welcome, member Kevin. I'm going to put one more saw cut in there. Thanks for the likes, folks. Good way to start the day. Kevin in the hospital? Carrie said, Kevin, how's the hospital food? Smoke. I'm glad, Kevin, we wish the best for you. Did not know you had a blood clot. Praying for you, but you know those can be serious, dude. You know, we were worried about my dad having one of those recently. Which said by Day Smoke, Mike is making stuff. Said what it do. Shout out to Mike, who also has a channel that you should check out. Mike is making stuff. Again, I just want to show my appreciation for being able to do this on a daily basis and be here another day to do this and have you all with me. So just thanks for that. Grateful for this day and for this opportunity to do this again. Just want to say that, and I'm grateful to all of you for being here when you could be anywhere else in the world. I'm truly grateful, even if you have mixed feelings about me. Anatoly Sterhoff, welcome Anatoly. Little worried about the trajectory of this curve being a little low, but we're gonna take that down a bit, I think. I don't want to keep going that way if it's gonna be too deep though. Let me start by taking the top off of here. Kind of take a little bit off the top. Which said by Dan said hello to Anatoly, and Smoke Shop said hello, good morning everyone. There are no S's in that for me to exploit, Smoke, so type something else. See how I'm coming in from the sides here, guys? So I don't take too much. I can control it more diagonally or from the sides. Other technique would be use the bottom side of the chisel here. It's a smaller bevel. Smoking, said Mike. Let's go back. Go back to Carrie said, I was watching a video of a homesteader who was trying to explain all the changes in YouTube and how to get to, I think you said meant to get the videos to people. Oh, I got to know what you're saying now, Carrie. I'm listening. Carrie said he will probably only be able to continue making and living off it. Can you explain what you mean, Carrie? Like, no, I'm totally okay with that, Carrie. Just explain. You say he's only going to continue to live off it if what? If what happens? If he continues making lives, or it is different. The algorithm changed, man, and it's tricky. Interest-based delivery. So, yeah, explain a little bit more so I can understand exactly what you're talking about, because I think I know where you're going with it. My gloves off my right hand so I can touch my screen over there. It won't respond to these gloves, so I'm not like cool guy Tommy one glove. And what did he say, Carrie? He said he can't make it or he can make it. I didn't get that because like when you were putting that point in the text, it got muddled. It's hard for sure. Subscriber count doesn't matter that much anymore. The Patreon is tough, so I was telling Heather about this yesterday. If you do Patreon, it's either or. Don't try to do YouTube members because then they won't have access to your members only stuff on YouTube. You'll have to make separate content for them. It'll be like a working 3 jobs. But I want to know what you're trying to say, Carrie. You can't make it. Yeah. Well, that's kind of ironic for a homesteader, right? He's a homesteader. Shouldn't he be self-sufficient? It's kind of like somebody who says like who has a well at their house and runs a YouTube like channel about how they get water from their well, right? They dug a well or flowing well, artesian spring channel that says now that their YouTube views have gone down, they're going to die of thirst. You know, you have a well, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I think a lot of these folks got used to really passive income. And when YouTube changed the algorithm, it threw them for a loop. They started giving smaller creators some more voice and giving some more exposure to smaller creators. And the big creators, they got very upset. I mean, there's a lot out there on that. They hate guys like me who are upstarts. And, you know, Mike and all of us who are fairly new, they can't stand us because they think we get too many views. They don't like our content. They don't understand live streaming. Here's the thing about business. Business takes you always reanalyzing what you do and making adjustments for the market. If you're a homesteader, really your focus should be on homesteading and making videos of it. And then, you know, your videos, if you have to go live, but your homesteading speaks for itself. If you're being authentic, you should be living off your homestead. That's what homesteading is. I watch a bunch of homesteading channels. Yeah, so he's going to have to find another route. You know, I'm a big fan of Mr. Chickadee too. Mr. Chickadee teaches courses in timber framing and stuff now. He has a school. He barely even makes videos anymore. YouTube will have to make some concessions for these creators that are saying they can't make it. Otherwise, they'll disappear and the content that brings them in money will also disappear. So I think at some point YouTube's going to have to, they're being cheap with everything. They're giving us 1% this or that. I don't want to get too much into that, but they're being pretty cheap. No, definitely not. They don't show your videos to your subs. They show your videos to people who click on your videos. That's the way it is now. They do not show anything to your subs. Subscriptions no longer mean that much. Though please do subscribe to my channel. And do like this video, because likes mean a lot. They're more likely to show you a video if you unlike it than if you're subscribed to it. Does that make sense? Because they know you unlike it. Unlike is not indifference. Unlike means you actually are watching it and don't like it. It's the same people used to tell you, oh, they don't like you because they're jealous. It's the same thing with unliking a video. If you unlike it, they're gonna show you that video. See, I would have had splinters right there doing that. I use my hands to feel the smoothness of stuff. I'm tactile. I mean, I do too in a way, because what it does is it creates a situation where you're basically having to go to work every day regardless. No more passive income. If you're having to do lives, you gotta get on there, and just like as if you're going to work, you know. What I do, man, I'm just trying to roll with the punches, you know. I don't have 500,000 subscribers. I'm confident that with the right approach, you can make it, but you're gonna have to diversify a little bit. You can't just depend on YouTube. You got to diversify and leverage in other ways. It is tough though, there's no doubt. It's competitive, it's tough. So I'm gonna take this down right here. Just gotta come up. This is my next cut. But let me round this off a bit here. Yeah, it's my only flat section now, so I'm gonna have to pinch this thing every time I work on it. You go back. You guys are having a combo that I definitely want to be a part of. Oh, by the way, my members only live stream today at 1:30 instead of 12:30. Yeah, I got that too, man. Mike said I got unlikes. I got one cat that unlikes my videos every time. Trust me, I got that too, my friend. Well, Carrie, we do our best. You know, we definitely depend on our members. And Carrie says, I'm just making sure y'all will be okay. We don't know we'll be okay yet because we don't make a living at this point. We certainly appreciate all contributions and all memberships. So if you're a member and you want to make sure you keep getting content and stuff like that, make sure you renew your membership. That's what we depend on the most, those little bits of money that are trickling in. So we can make it, but it's going to take a lot more than what we have now, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So the guy in the homesteading video is not wrong about that part. It's going to take a tremendous amount of work. Probably got to come down like that. Caleb in the house. What's up, Caleb? I saw you live last night. You were doing really good. I'm gonna start with it like right there, dude. I just want to make sure I'm not going to make this curve wrong or too deep in this wood and lose all of the structural integrity. But it looks like I'm going to have to take it down a bit, like quite a lot actually. This would be a job for a really well tuned up circular saw if you are good with them. I think that's going to have to be what happens. A lot more work as I'm looking at it. So I'm gonna have to be careful with my saw. There's no way I'm gonna be able to lay that out like that on the other side. What I'm seeing is I gotta bring this curve down all the way to here, because I want this thing to be sympathetic all the way, basically a wave. Who do I have that's in here? Woodshed by Dan said, my laptop just took a dive, just started glitching, so I have to deal with it. I'll stick around on the phone though. Appreciate you, Woodshed. And go back up. To when Woodchucker came in. Woodchucker came in and said hello. Everybody says hi. Then Mike said, look, I ain't quitting my day job anytime soon. Which fish hooks me, I know. Yeah, in some respects. But it's getting closer. That is correct also. When we start tap dancing, we doing weird shit, don't judge us. It's all part of the hustle. Yeah, that's true, Heather. I saw you too, man. He is killing it. And we're talking about Woodchucker. Woodchucker said thanks. So I gotta wait till my chat loads again. Carrie said, I can picture you and Calvin skipping around and saying, I am a biplane, I am a biplane, I am a biplane. See, if I say that enough, will I get more views? Yeah. So, yeah, and then Heather said, thanks for hanging out with us, but he's still going to be around. He's just got to fix his computer up. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I am hesitant to cut that much out of this. I'm going to be honest. That seems like a lot. A lot. That's a lot of chiseling. That's more like something you want to do with a huge bandsaw. I might put that. I could probably put the ends through the bandsaw. I mean, I guess I could just do it and stop talking about it. Yeah, it's gonna. I think that's the way it has to be, because otherwise it won't look the way I want it, and that's the way I want it to look. So gotta do the work. The key trick is going to be to getting these even here, because I didn't do the layout marks on the other side. A little bit at a time may be the key. Yeah, external hard drives are pretty sweet. I have a belt sander, Robert G, but what would I do with that in this case? Because you mean a hand belt sander? Nah, I have that at my folks' house right now. My handheld belt sander. But I do have a tabletop belt sander here. That wouldn't work for this, I don't think, unless you have some idea I haven't thought of. I should do a stop cut here real quick. It's going to be tricky because my clamp is not going to want to bite down on this curvy wood. We'll have to figure out a solution to that. Like a jig, like a piece of wood with a curved side on it. Yeah, it can. It's hard to handle a little bit. I don't know if it can remove this much though, man. This is a lot of wood to remove from with a belt sander. Hopefully all the members, I dropped a post yesterday, came from the heart, with my animated short on it. I have not made that public. It took me a very long time to make, you know, comparatively with most video creation, months. And so if you get a chance, check it out. And it's an animated short. It doesn't have any dialogue. It's about 8 minutes long. It's about a World War II vet named Wesley McIntyre and his experience as he went over the Skyway Bridge in May of 1980. Check it out if you're a member. Most of y'all, a lot of folks already saw it, so I just wanted to plug that real quick. And then we're gonna have to even it up here, but I'm gonna start with that much there, work that off. Put it right here. Carrie said silicone mat. Tap that. It was amazing. Let's move this closer to the fulcrum here. This thing feels like it's slipping down a little. I don't want to do it with the workpiece in. No, probably. Let's do this. I got an idea. No, let's keep down on the trajectory. I changed my mind. Changed my mind again. Let's get that stuff off. Yeah, I think, Carrie, in a summary, the whole philosophy now is about community building. So if you're just blindly making videos and throwing them out in the world, you're probably not going to make it doing that. You have to like communicate with people, have people share your stuff. You have to have people, sorry if I hit the microphone right there. You have to have people willing to share and be excited about your stuff, which means building relationships. You can't just blindly throw videos, millions of videos, man. Everybody makes videos. So how do you distinguish yourself from everybody else? Community building. Norm Hughes, member, welcome. Excuse me, Schmoke. Everyone should, you need to have somebody who should share. Oh, yeah, it's pronounced the same way. Got me. You got me. You got me with that one there. I was about to try to repronounce it with that more SCH sound. you know, you got me. Sneaky there. Sneaky. Sneaky there, smoke. Sneaky, I should say. Slippery. Sneaky. Double tap that screen, like this video, folks. Check out our other videos. We don't just sit here and do stuff for clicks. We make stuff. We do stuff. Smoke said, we have a fun shtick. I agree. And shtick is pronounced properly right there. So thank you for doing that as well. Carving, carving in the morning sun. What we got going on here? I want to shout out all my members. Norm, Terry, Mike is making stuff. Woodchucker, Dan, Woodshed by Dan, Heather, Kevin. Shout out. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Love everybody else too. Zarif, welcome. The name's so nice, you say it twice. My honey sandmaid, welcome. Glad to have you. My honey sandmaid said, hey, Woodchucker, doing anything in the shop today? See if Woodchucker's still around. There we go. Woodchucker said, I got to move everything and bring my log splitter through the shop, so I don't think I'm going to carve today. That one came out not so bad because I can work that down. It's got to come down here because it's got to keep going in that trajectory. That didn't take that long. We'll do that again. That cutting this curve out properly without the layout lines on both sides, I think I should just do it slowly. I have so much fun doing this. Thanks everybody for being here, giving me an opportunity to do something that I love, that's therapeutic to me all day long. You know, that's the goal here. So sorry to hear that folks are struggling making ends meet on YouTube. I know that is a factor, and so are we, but we have to continue. That's our trajectory. We can't give up, and there is some attrition going on. People are quitting. Gotta adapt. Gotta adapt. Got the back end of the chisel there so I don't take too much material. So it's not touching the table though as much as possible. Is Steve in the house? Oh, yeah, Steve of My Honey's Handmade, yes. Of course. But of course.
I like that as well.
I like that too. You hand me my drink, I'll take a sip. Tried to set that. Ooh, I don't want to hit you with this chisel.
Okay. I want to make this all comfy for you.
Thanks. See, Miss Heather always comes through in the clutch. Hand me that drink for a second. Thanks, Dave. Oh, don't start talking like that, Kevin. Nah. Well, I mean, let's be fair. Carving a big log is more of a challenge. In this case, I'm trying to cut a curve out of these two boards. And it will happen, man. I chisel a lot on this channel, though. I'm doing a lot of chiseling. This will be finished. If you were here, too, you could see it coming together. Mike said I will probably be in better spirits soon and stop being bitchy. Well, we appreciate that, man. So glad about that. Yes, I agree. I agree. No need to explain, Kevin. I actually saw. I mean, I saw what Mike was making out of that. I saw his vision there, man. I think it's just very challenging. It is a lot of material, though, bro. A lot more too today. What I was looking at, because when I looked at it, it wasn't where I wanted it to be, and my brain could put it together where it needed to be. So that's why I'm taking so much more out today, because it wasn't right. I didn't take enough out yesterday. So it's a correction on yesterday. And it is going to take some work, but we'll get it done. Okay, not a ploy for sympathy. I had a meal today, which is cool. I'm glad you had a meal, Mike. I have stomach issues a lot, and mashed potatoes apparently are a green light. Yeah, mashed potatoes, rice, applesauce, and like saltine crackers, man. Those things you can do with an upset stomach. This is, I believe this is either Douglas fir or some kind of spruce. I believe it's Doug fir, though. The label's not visible anymore. It looks like Doug fir and acts like, and a nice version of it too. The grain is nice and tight. It's just a couple knots. Yeah, it's Douglas fir, I'm pretty sure. The look is, that's what it looks and smells like, Doug fir. Which is common in the part of the country where Carrie resides. Not down here. We don't have that tree. It's from the Pacific Northwest. Yes, it is 2x4s, but these 2x4s are made of Douglas fir. I'm really picky about my 2x4s, y'all. I need to do a video of me in the store and show you how long it takes me to pick them out. I take forever. These are older growth too, but you always want to look for if possible with softwoods. Yeah, we're getting down there. It's getting down, and then I'm gonna have to do the whole other side just like this. It was too massive yesterday anyways. I knew it was too wide. There was something wrong about it. curve coming up now? Nah, I'm still going down. Oh, bump, 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 bump. You know what I just remembered? I have this bass drum that I restored back in the 90s. I'm gonna bring it and turn it into a table on this program. It won't even be that hard. I just gotta fashion a top for it. Been wanting to do that. Oh yeah, never. Smoke Stop said when I was building the house, I made a mistake of getting a 2x4 delivery by Lowe's. Never. I had that only once did I try to do that. The delivery never came, so I had to go to the store to pick it up, and all the 2x4s they selected were crap. You got to pick them out yourself. Unless you got a trusted lumber guy. Because they don't cite them, they don't do anything. They just grab them off the stack. Let's get to the bottom of the chat. That light wants to come down if I do that, so I don't want that falling. What we got here? Man, Mike, what you're telling me, I don't want to worry you, man, but it reminds me of what my friend said to me, like when he was coming down with ALS, dude. So keep in contact with that doctor, dude. No numbness or tingling, right? I was there for my friend's decline when he got ALS and died from it, so I really like, when I hear people say they can't stomach food, they can't swallow properly, I start to think about that as neurological. It worries me, man, to hear that. Yeah, and dude, you know, yeah, bro, I don't want to say it here, bro, but you know how hard alcohol is on that esophagus? Really hard, man. I never hesitate to tell somebody to take it easy on the sauce. And don't take it personally, because I do it to everyone. I love my dad. He might be watching right now. Shout out, Dad. Love you. Dad, my dad's a recovering alcoholic. Been recovering for 20 some years. He hasn't touched any alcohol in a couple decades. That doesn't mean I judge folks who drink. I just know it can be really harmful to your esophagus. I'm listening, Mike. Mike said, want to hear a jacked up perspective? Absolutely. I'm listening. Let's not talk about it. Let's let it be a surprise. That's morbid. But let me hear. Oh, yeah, I know, wasn't it? Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I actually felt really good about that. See, it's the little things, you know? We can do it cleanly, you know, one piece at a time. That might be the way to do it. Kind of like doing that. It gives me a break from sawing. Chiseling is a much more leisurely activity. Slightly down from that last one, but not much there, like that. And then we do what we did last time. Connect the dots. La, 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 la. Connect the dots. La, 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 la. See? Feels more controlled that way, honestly, Carrie. So I'm with you. I can't wait to put this bed up in my people's place. They're gonna love this thing. I mean, they won't, but the kids will. They may too. You never know. People sometimes can't see the big picture of what you're cooking up. You know, it's very hard for them to imagine. They've never done anything like that. You never had a creative endeavor that's taken them months to do, years potentially, you know, hundreds or thousands of hours, whatever the case may be. Timothy Sedgwick, welcome. Woodmaster Pakistani dude say something bad? Then why did he delete? Somebody deleted something he said. Huh. Oh, you think it's the same dude? Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Why did I not make that connection? I mean, you can let that dude hover. Just let him hover. Who cares? If he says something inappropriate, then, you know, get rid of him. But we already read him the riot act yesterday, basically. Akhtar, right. Mike got him. Geolocated that dude pretty quickly. Of course, he does have a YouTube channel, too, but I think I'm subscribed to him, believe it or not. Nah, never mind. This is fine. I mean, he has like 25 accounts, so he's gonna constantly give y'all a headache. You may find it easier just to let it go. I don't know. It's up to y'all. Y'all the mods. I'll let you make the decision there. We're going up now, so the curve should come upward. It's going to be a little more difficult. The chiseling like I was is not favorable to chiseling upward, so we got to make sure we connect the dots. La, 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 la. We'll use the smaller chisel to do it. Y'all remember that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The pinball song from Sesame Street, one of the first songs I remember thinking went hard when I was little. I was like, man, that song goes hard. I do stop cuts on both sides. Carrie, did you tell me to do stop cuts on both sides? All right, Woodshed by Dan, go take your wife out to lunch, man. Don't be a bad husband watching live streams. This one's a little tougher. And this one, there must be a knot or something I'm contending with or someone close by. I'm going to take some of this top off here. Y'all can see the grain is real straight in here. It's a really straight grain wood with a nice fine grain too. There's just a few little hiccups in it. I want to do this a little differently here. The reason I don't want to tap down is that I don't want to put another cut in there that's going to draw my chisel down further. So I'm not going to tap the chisel down there. It's going to take more material off when I do my next cut, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I'm not big on carpet. Hardwood, tile, and if necessary, linoleum is really the way I would go, especially if you have animals. Not hardwood, but the other ways. Unless you can really, if they can, you can keep the hardwood area clean. But look at that. And the curve is still going up. I know some of y'all probably watch Mud Madness. Come on now. I know some of y'all watch some Mud Madness. I'm hooked on the Mud Madness tea now. Smoke Shop said, well, I bought the cheapest carpet in the world, so when it wears out, I will upgrade, LOL. I read my chat here. Sorry if y'all don't like that. Probably another place where somebody won't read their chat. But I'm going to do that up in here. I'll take the 20 view hit. Oh, did I do stop cuts on both sides? Both sides stop cutted? Yeah, this must be a knot around here. It's being, see how that's, look how easy it came out before. See? Different. Yeah, I don't know if carpets, like having carpet is like, for heat is worth it, like to retain heat. I don't know, like that's the argument that's gonna win carpet for me. Let me put rugs down, put another blanket on me, you know, heated blanket, whatever. Luckily that curve's going in that direction here. Wood is a little wonky right here. Why having sharp chisels really helps, man, because then you can angle at it in different ways. And I didn't sharpen these today. I was considering it, but they seem really sharp still, so that's good. Man, I wonder where Wes is at, man. Probably at work. How's everybody doing? Norm said, I hate our carpet. I need to upgrade to LVT. Carrie said, but not worth the ability to clean. Woodchucker, who's in the house member, said, I got to run. Take care, everybody. Heather B said, thanks for hanging out, Caleb. Have a good one. Mike said, Heather, I will send a pic of him to your Discord. Oh, wow. Yeah, thanks. Please do. Norm Hughes said, have a great day. Good day, Woodchucker. Don't want to misquote Norm. Woodchucker said, you got that Sesame Street song stuck? Yes, I do, Woodchucker. I know you remember that. Though I believe you are a bit younger than me. You may be a year older than me, Caleb. Can't remember. Heather said, amazing. Woodchucker said, later, Mike. Kevin said, I've got a book that's been calling me. It's called The New Temple and the Second Coming. I want to read it, but I'm not sure I'm going to want to learn what it says. I understand that feeling. I tend to just err on the side of reading whatever it is. That's coming out good, actually, man. $43, yeah, and I'm about to be 43 this month. Oops, I just hit that weight on here with my chisel tip. Not a good thing. Hopefully it can handle that. Pretty soon I'm gonna be getting a hatchet head in the mail from Homemade by Ron. I don't know if y'all know who Homemade by Ron is. I know maybe just me and Lions watch Homemade by Ron. Lions was in there last night. He made these scorp blades for Lions. He's gonna send Lions. He made this hatchet head out of spring steel for me. I'm gonna put a handle on it on the program. Looks pretty awesome, dude. Connect the dots. Maybe a little bit more out than that. It's too close. Even that. But I didn't mean. Yesterday when I said dox, that wasn't the right term. It was really you geolocated them. And doxing is when you like are weird about it, and it was him that was doing the weird stuff, not you. So I shouldn't have used that term, probably. Man, there is something in there, dude. Really difficult. Shout out to all my members. Mike and Kevin, Heather, Carrie, Woodchucker, who's no longer here, but shout out to Woodchucker. Shout out to wherever Wes is at. He's a busy guy. I love that. Heather said vacuuming is one of my least favorite chores. Shout out to all my members. Want to encourage everyone who, but also daily we have engaging members conversations, and yesterday we spilled a bunch of tea. So got to be a member, man. So smoke is all right, you know, even though he's not a member. He'd be cooler if he was, but you know, he's got to make his own decisions. Sorry, he's subscribed, and that's what we ask for. If you do not have the funds to be a member, of course, please subscribe to the channel. Or just check something out and share it with someone else. Hey, you might know somebody who's into woodwork. You might like this kind of content. So like this video, subscribe, and share the content that you like. This morning I made a short of Heather removing a splinter from my finger. See, it's all about realness here. We're going to keep that content coming. Connect the dots. Hell, I didn't even know you were right there.
Oh, your boy's here.
My boy. There it is. Slides in the chat like Kramer.
And so is Pine and Oak guy here, who was very nice and left that very nice comment.
Pine and Oak, that was a very, very complimentary thing. Let me shout out Wes and Pine and Oak, first of all, and Mr. All members of the channel. Appreciate all my members. Thank y'all for coming, for being here. Glad now the whole fam is here pretty much. We are a fam around here. Absolutely do subscribe and come hang out. You're a fam even if you're not a member. But my members are my most important people here. Mike and Pine and Oak and Mr. and Wes and Terry and Kevin and Woodchucker, all those folks. Appreciate all of them. Appreciate the members.
Nice slide.
Nice slide. He slid in. So I know I'm getting close to an imperfection because as I get more and more down here, I want to flip it around almost. Because maybe my angle. See that? Could be that I hit that weight with my chisel tip. But my other chisel acting the same way too. Sometimes when they're difficult like this, you just got to break them down the grain. Pelado. Oh, sorry, Pilato. We made a post. We'll be on at 1:30. Hopefully you can still pop in. You're probably in bed with the gout anyway, right? You're on the couch. Foot is elevated. Stay elevated until 1:30 Eastern. Yeah, we pushed it back an hour. That's all. We're still going to have it. Oh, that's why y'all are here. I should have known that, man. I should have known y'all were on time for the 12:30 live. We'll do it at 1:30. I got a little bit of a later start. Love that. I'm glad people are showing up for the member stuff. I'll be more consistent. Tomorrow we'll be back at 12:30 again. Man, we had a good one yesterday, dude. Intense. Almost too intense, right? Anybody who was there? Nah, you didn't miss it. Didn't miss it. 1 This piece of wood wants to blow out, and it did a little, unfortunately. Wood is getting real. Earlier, it was really nice. It was just popping. All these were popping right out. Now we're getting into some like knottier or more resinous wood here. Smoke out of here. See you later, buddy. Oh, appreciate Lions doing that. Yeah, I saw Lions in handmade by Ron's yesterday evening. Appreciate him giving me a shout out. Yeah, Lions was up in there. It's pretty much just me. Like I told somebody earlier, pretty much the only people I know that watch him are Lions and myself. And he made tools for both of us. So he made some scorps, I think they are, for Lions, and he made me a spring steel hatchet. Beautiful, man. He's really good at what he does, man. I told people he's the best kept secret of online crafting, because he's understated, but he's super good at this stuff. The metalworking especially, that's his forte. Yeah, see how that's bending my blade so frequently? That makes me really think there's something in there. We appreciate Lions for doing that. Appreciate Smokes for being up in here, but let me get in the chat here. Yeah, Carrie says, is that Homemade by Ron a good YouTube channel? Absolutely. He's maybe a little inconsistent with how much he streams. So he doesn't take it that seriously. So he'll be on once or twice a week, and then he'll skip a while. But he has such good skills. Like he cut down this cherry burl in his yard. Woodworking's not his #1 craft. He took that cherry burl and turned it into handles on these knives, man. I thought he was gonna ruin it because he cross-cut it all like firewood. It was all burled, and he turned it into these handles on these knives, man. It polished up, dude. I never seen stuff like that. The antler handles that he makes too, crazy. Pine and Oak said it'd be right back. We'll see you in a minute. Hey, do me a favor, folks. I've had a few people in here. If y'all could double tap that screen and like this video, I'd really appreciate it. Especially if you've been hanging out with us for a while. Really wonky grain here. If you just got here, I'm working on this curved railing for the bunk bed. And yesterday I cut it, but I did not take enough material off. It had to be, basically, I had to reline it today, like put new layout lines on it, because it has to be a lot more off of it than what we saw yesterday. It looks more like what I wanted now. It's starting to come together. See that? Look how tough that is. That should have popped right off. We don't want that going up the grain. I did that to keep it from splitting up the grain. It wants to do that. It's a good angle. Eberhard Becker said hi. Welcome, Eberhard. Daniel Heaton said, nah, it's all right. You just got a bad split? No, I don't think so, man. Nothing split through. But this part of the wood, there's a knot or something. Yeah, there's a little split right there. I didn't even see that. We probably had to work around that because it's with the grain here. That's the thing about doing lives, man. You get to see the mistakes live too. You know? Don't turn your chisel towards you. I always tell people this. Do as I say, not as I do. Notice I'm still keeping two hands on it. I'm rotating it. I'm not pushing the chisel. So it's only going to go so far here. This. Oh yeah, I was asleep when you went live last night, Pilato. How did that go? Did you go live last night? Yeah, I see it, man. I know it's there. I can work around that. It'd probably come down to that spot anyways once I put the grinder to it. That's why you saw me chisel backwards on it. I'm glad you pointed that out. I might not have noticed that if you didn't. It's right here, but it's closed back up. So I'll just only chisel here like this. Here's the mark. So when I'm right there, I'll just only chisel this way. Probably I'll take enough material off of it. Appreciate that, Heaton. You were actually accurate on that. So this side has been a little more of a bear than the middle was, so I'm thinking there's an imperfection that's hiding in the middle of the wood here somewhere. Maybe not even that far. Makes me want to chisel that direction. Badly. Maybe that should have been the way I was approaching it from the get-go. Pilato, Ruiz was up in there last night. Was he sauced? Kevin was up in there. Ruiz definitely was up in Wes's last night. He be wildin', man. That's the only term for it. Continuing on. Yeah, I did go a bit below that line, but it's all right. It needs to be there. I would have had to take more material off anyway. No clue, Lou. Talking to me, Lou. Family's good, bro. Appreciate you being back. If you, no clue, Lou. Welcome. Felt a little easier to saw that, so I think we may be getting past whatever it was I was dealing with there. right here. Did you just call me a nerd, mister? That's true, it is kind of nerdy. I think Daniel got me that, or either Ruiz got me that pencil though. But yeah, appreciate it, man. I like that pencil a lot. Have to move my camera here. You know, it's parabolic, so I got to make sure I add that kind of, see, because I kind of missed right here, missed the mark a bit there, but it's really supposed to be, the curve should accelerate in steepness, you know, if that makes sense. Look at that. On the camera, I can see how bad that curve is, but we just got to make it. It's got to come down right here. Should be more like this. We'll get it, man. I just got to eyeball it. A little tricky. Dang. This is wonky. This stuff is crazy. All right, let's use the framing chisel. Yeah, actually, this is just tanned by the sun, man. This is the sun that did this. I left it outside. I had it kind of in the right spot. I think it was protected. I got this several months ago, and I knew probably, based on stuff I read, it could use some time to season, even after it's been kiln dried. So I kept it outside, and actually that look is actually just the way that the sun has worked on the Doug fir. So it's kind of like cedar. The sun changes the color of it. That's what happens with cedar too. Eco Woodcrafts asked me, is this for the bed? The answer is yes. This is going to be the railing on the top. I'm making a curved railing. This is what I'm doing here. Yes, this is for the bunk bed project. It's the frame of the bed is done. All that has to be done now is the ladder and the railing. So that's what I'm doing. This is the railing, and then after that, I'll make a ladder, stain it, actually sand it one more time, the whole thing, all the components. I have to do one more joint also too on it. I can't do it until it's disassembled. We're super close to finishing, but you know, this close, it's still, we're talking a little while. Oh. Oh, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that. Don't worry about that.
Before you went back at it, I wanted to.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I got that. That I can eyeball.
I know.
Yeah, I was telling the camera that a second ago. I did actually. That the problem is, well, as I tell people, man, sometimes see it's still okay because that's shallow of where it needs to be.
It's a curve, so you can carve it in. I just wanted you to see it because it was.
I think maybe coming from this angle, if you want to readjust the camera, I think I'm gonna have a better chance of, and I'm gonna move it a little so the center of gravity is like towards her, and I'm gonna come from the other direction. Yeah. But yeah, that's okay. This line really needs to be right here.
Yeah, it's a curve. I just wanted you to see it because I wasn't sure if you saw it or not. It's also a 112.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop as soon as I do this here. That's really where that line needs to be, so it's okay. Man, it's getting warm out there, isn't it? What?
I told Pilato, I said, we were just talking about the Pilato filter, about how all the power tools are blocked for him.
Oh.
And he said, funny, Heather, as I was running some forwards through my table saw in the live stream last night, I was wondering how Cal would accomplish the task of jointing and or ripping the boards.
Ripping wedge boards?
Like floorboards, because
yeah.
he couldn't use hand tools.
Yeah. Yep. He used hand tools last night?
No, he was saying,
oh.
Do?
So was he jointing like tongue and groove? Pilato, what were you doing? Joining tongue and groove flooring or something?
Yes, WC. They didn't even see it. Excuse me. What would Calvin do? WWCD.
There we go. Probably cross-cut something and chisel it out. It would be something involving trying to make it easier for my hand tools, you know? So we got a raised spot right here that has to come down a bit. Use a smaller chisel to approach that maybe. Fix that from the other side. I can't get it from that angle. Yes, Calvin likes his chisels sharp. That is correct. I do. I do like my chisels sharp. This one is just perfect. It's like butter, man. Y'all see those flakes that are coming out? Just, I mean, you can't. It's so pleasing to use when you have a chisel that's super sharp. I was honestly shocked when they were going through the ash wood that I was making mallets out of. They were just cutting right through it, man. No problem. Gotta be careful doing that. I don't want to take any more material from that spot. I think like a carver for a minute. A lot of those out there in the chat. Way easier from this side, ladies and gentlemen. I should have probably started going from this side a while ago. It was about the grain and the direction. So the tree grows in a certain direction too. So it wants to be cut according to the way it grows. It's weird, man. You gotta look at the way the knots are oriented sometimes to figure out which way you should chisel stuff. If the branches are like this, you don't want to chisel like with that grain going up the tree. If you go against it, sometimes it can be tricky. Why? Oh, they're after me now. I'm gonna have to wrap. Guys, it's not bad, right? We fixed that curve on this side. Not all the way, but right there. Oh, it's not. That's fixable. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Look at my sandpaper. That's what I have to do with sanding on a different thing, but that's kind of how you get these edges really smooth. Here. Hey man, yeah, we're about to get off too. Appreciate everybody being here. We can kind of see the curve coming around here. It's gonna have to be worked, but that's how woodwork is here. This is what I'm looking for, man. This is the curve, a sympathetic curve, like a wave. So you can probably see that here. That's not that bad. It looks rough, but that's workable, man. You see, laminated together. So very strong still, I think. But exactly the shape I'm looking for. Appreciate y'all. We'll get the other side. See, the other side's still unworked. I had to get this side done, and then we'll clean that up so it's nice and smooth. Get the other side to match, and that's it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please do double tap that screen, like this video. Appreciate you being at Dad's Workshop today. Could have been anywhere in the world, so we love you for that. We love all our members, all the subscribers, and all the folks that pop through to say hi. On behalf of myself and Heather, I want to say thank you for being here today. And please do the next right thing. Do a good turn. Do something nice for somebody today. And let that love flow through your heart. Do the right thing. Appreciate you.